Yeah.
A bit older.
Yeah.
You don't come many so often.
That's something that they...
But the crossing in the middle, the track in the middle is, we will maintain the crossing if it's activated, but it will not activate the crossing.
Yeah, because...
That's the standard game.
Right, so I can press there now, and I'll press that one. And points will change, and the routes now from there into platform 2. You've got override switches on the points. I mean, you just can't override them when you think you want to, but if you want to if you do want to override them, you can do that. So the train runs in to here. When it runs it through, it actually runs through the points.
All right.
And kicks them over as you go down through. You then build up, by kicking them over, you build up a terrific pressure. It's about 200 pounds of pressure, I think, in a small chamber. It takes the points about 15 seconds for that pressure to reset them back to normal again.
Oh, I see.
So I've got no control of those points at all.
I see.
Oh, it's time the other boat has gone through.
How do you get something in there?
Oh yeah, I've got detection there.
Yeah.
They're detected. If those points, for instance, didn't go back, then I wouldn't get 31 signal anyway. And in fact, these failed last year. One of the points failed.
Kevin and I used to maintain that made Newton because but they actually got a point indicator, like a GPL on a post.
Okay. And at some point, you'll be asking for the ground frame key, so we can actually run the train there.
Actually get past it,
On the 10.
Yeah. This is the service centre. Yeah, okay.
I had Brian on Paul work for me.
Yes, Peter, are you going to leave on the same barrier or what?
Get them in the railway station.
Understood. Yeah, when he runs into Kingswear, I should keep the barriers in and let your train straight out.
Oh, right.
You know Brian Fisher? He used to be there. And his son.
Oh, is his son,
Rob,
yeah, Brian and Dean and
Dean,
Rob,
yeah.
yes.
Dean broke his leg.
He broke his leg stepping out an excavator.
Yeah.
Whew.
You know
Can't
Paul
think of anything else at the moment. I'm sure I will, but...
Plays the diggers.
Paul
Johnson.
Oh, no, yes, no, I've seen, yes, know him, yeah.
Had Paul work for me on that scheme as well.
Yeah.
I used as many local boys as I could.
No, as this one goes back to red, when you operate this track circuit here, you'll hear you get the audible warning for Kingswear. Will sound off.
John Reddout, Stevie Harris.
Yeah.
There you are.
Oh, right. Here he comes.
Here on the side, and
Speed
there he
he's
goes.
going past, okay. Can't see where you, as soon as you're nearest, you raise the barriers. As soon as that one goes, you're going to white first. There you are, then you raise the barriers. That's it.
We're just sensing the cost of what's opposite you here is millions, isn't there?
Oh,
these
yeah.
boats? Oh.
Oh, look at it down there, look. Boats down there.
Here.
No, don't let it be said that I deprive an old ancient man of his seat.
Here, give that.
Thank you, Dave. The train's just running in now. The train's just running in now. I'll be coming straight out. Cheers. Hiya. Hello. Yep. Right, yeah, I'll do it now for you. I'm going to release the key. I'm going to release the key for him now. There, he's taking the key out. All right, that was pretty quick. I was hoping you were going to see that, but it was quick. Yeah, he's taking the key out. What that means is now that I can't signal a train into Kingswear because basically the one ground frame key covers both ground frames. So basically, that lot now is under the control of the fireman or the person with the key in Kingswear.
So
And I cannot send a train in at the moment.
when is that train going to leave?
12:15.
12:15, and when's that train now going to leave?
That's your train. Picks you up at. Britannia? Thank you very much indeed.
Only one thing wrong with it.
Thank you. Bye. We're going to run the engine around the train now. Okay? So your train at the moment is in here. Engine's there, and the train's there, right? So we're going to run around. He's already come across here with the engine. Alright? So I'm going to lower the barriers now. They run, don't worry. And the train actually come along here.
It's amazing how people react on that crossing.
Well, they stop here. If they're running across, and they stop on the crossing. You think, what the hell's going on?
We get the same with...
Do it all the time, mine here, yeah.
You work with Kevin?
But you right across the crossing.
And the crossing, once the barriers are down,
Really?
the crossing's clear. Okay, so I can press the button.
Oh yeah,
I'll clear the crossing, I'm having the crossings clear. So I'm going to signal the train and the engine from here, which is there, it's just come on the lights now.
I've only just been there, I don't really.
That's there, and that signal's clear. You'll see him come along there any minute. See the engine? Any minute.
Here it comes.
Oh yeah, I'm archiving that at the moment. Yeah, we're reading.
When he goes past there,
yeah.
I can cancel
I
that.
started the archive way back.
Really?
No, there's no point, because he's going to come back in again, so I'll just hold the barriers down for a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Upset what?
A few posh boat people.
You do sometimes here when
really?
the crossing's locked.
Oh yes, you don't delay them for 10 seconds.
Well, we get the specials down, you can have the barriers down for 15 minutes, and they don't like it, you know. But
Well, your blue anchor, we know someone
Yes.
had a train longer than the loop, put it into the loop at blue
Yeah, I
anchor.
heard.
The rig
Yeah,
coach was still on the
two went
crossing.
over, didn't they?
Yeah, and it had about 15 minutes
One
to went back.
No, but another person. Like,
yeah, we see
completely
it over.
unrelated, coming back from there.
Clear of 102 signal.
Understood.
I've got that
I'm going to let him back into the platform. We should put him on the other end of his train now. By pressing that one.
What did it say? Home two down.
That's just what it's called.
Yeah.
Two down.
He knows his stuff.
Yeah.
I did part of my apprenticeship,
Yeah.
private apprenticeship, on the minor branch. In the
Well,
60s.
Yeah.
I've been down there actually. I went down there about a month ago.
One way.
Well, it's pretty much the same, isn't it? A lot of
Yeah, plus, you know, that's we had in the Kumbo doing it. So,
yeah.
I've worked with some of the that before my time, so I didn't get
Train's coming across now, that engine's coming across, there he is. You can see on the track circuit. Signals have gone back to red because he's passed it, so cancel that.
Retirement from not working. Is the engine coming back in, Robin? He's working. He's making great.
Here he comes up, over the crossing.
Over the crossing. As soon as he's clear of the crossing, that one goes out, you can then put the barriers up. There you go.
What's I ask you?
Now, what next move we're going to make is going to come out of here now and shunt the train, the coach back in there out of the way.
For
the service train.
Really?
On the service train. When the service train.
But here, look, was that bit.
Next car is a taxi, so just happen.
Yeah.
He's always stopped banging on his roof. Robin, here's our train.
So let's just calm down, I'm not. The ball.
We saw under the back of the train. Or after the back of the train, not under the train. Yes, please.
What's the pumping thing?
Now they're coloured, two different colours, deliberately. One is yellow because that's the S&T's bit, and one is blue because that's the one the train crew have to go to. Normally with Network Rail stuff, you'll find that they're both yellow. But we did this just to make sure the train crews.
Thank you very much. Full demonstration. Okay. Okay, thank you, Ray.
Okay. The manual facility we have to use sometimes when we have to assist a train from this platform. This is the pump.
Robin.
What you do, you put that lever there, move that handle, and then you just pump.
How do you put it the other way? How do you make it go the other way?
So it's pumped over now, and if we had to now move the train from here onto one that's in the platform, you just click the point up. Because as soon as you attempt to shut this, you'll find you can't, because the handle's there. When you push that down, it automatically pushes the blades over. You can see the pressure in the pressure gauge is decreasing now. It went up quite well into the white.
Is that non-return valves? They can't link back on themselves? Like a clamp like that?
Well, no. As the blade gets pushed over, it just pressurises in the cylinder. It's all pressurised, that cylinder. There's no valves in it.
Alright, there's a known pressure already in there, and then as you pump it, it builds
So
up
if you watch the pressure gauge, I'll pump it then.
William volunteer. Go on, David.
Go on then.
That's it.
Mind yourself. You'll see how easy it is to pump.
So that's pumping up your pressure.
Yeah, you can see the pressure gauge going up now. You're having trouble there, David?
Go on, David. Get some muscles.
muscles.
There you go. You can see how much pressure's now gone into that pressure gauge, and it's just literally the pressure.
So as soon as you knock the handle back, she can send it in.
Yeah. And it takes about 15 to 20 seconds to come back. If you actually watch a train go over it, you actually see the point base snap, because this doesn't...
Can I put it back?
Yes, you can put that back now. The whole thing about these points, it relies on a very good P-way. As you can see, this is quite smooth going over because the P-way's relatively well packed here. This arrangement's been in for about 15 years now. We are getting signs of the comes crippling now on the back end here.
And like all you want to
Think about
do
it,
is
every other train runs through them, and so you are going to get that problem. The other switch at the other end is long enough to justify a backdrive on it.
So all you need to do is to make it over there, press that lever lever up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like that, and then you can
Want to do it again?
okay. You can actually do it with your feet if you want to do.
No, you can't do it with your feet.
Unless you go up, then on top and down, and then up, and then on top
But
and down.
a lot easier to hand pump it.
Yes.
Now, keep the ballast low enough so you don't scrag your nuts.
These points did have a problem with the detector boxes. Network Rail had a wrong side failure where the train went the wrong way over points, and since then they doubled up on detector boxes. And all it was sticking my
You won't get any more out of that.
We
Flick the lever.
did the risk assessment on it. Decided that the cost of providing the extra disc box wasn't actually disproportionate to the amount of times we've had
That
failure.
goes down quick.
To this switch blade and keep maintaining the blade closed. It's got a pressure switch in it here, which is detected in the signal.